comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. Dean Wade is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Maxey. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard. Now here's Maxey. High arcing shot. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, just another shot in Maxey's arsenal. He becomes harder and harder to defend.
Now here's George. Hauser outside. Pass to White. Shot clock at 5. And Embiid with the block.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
Brown passes to Wade, and here's Embiid. The kick out to Maxey. On target from range. Maxey's got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Tatum can't hit. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Well, Joel Embiid rarely wanted to share all of his cards, but coming off of what he called the most important offseason of his life, he said he cares about how he'll be remembered in the game of basketball, and he understands what remains to be done.
Chasing that ring. Shams, appreciate the report.
Derek White saying it's not just the big fellas who've got some hops. I can put it down. Yes, sir.
Here's George. Outside White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Tatum. Here's Kata. Embiid covers.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Philadelphia with another miss.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
George against Brown. Kata. It's rebounded by Wade. And Maxey's got the ball here for the 76ers. Trailing by 2. Offensive board. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Now here's White. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Shireman's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for White. Philadelphia also making some changes. Bona comes in for Joel Embiid. And it's Edgecombe in for Edwards. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Pass to Edgecombe. Now here's Maxey. Shot is up. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Maxey's got 7 points in the game.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you, B.A.
Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Maxey. He's got 7. Just 5 to shoot. A step back shot. Brown, no good. Celtics have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Pass to Shireman. Back to Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brown passes to Maxey. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here's Shireman. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Tatum. Beyond the arc. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Boston out in front, leading by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter, they've got Joel Embiid. Edgecombe out there with Jabari Walker. And it's Terry in at the 2-guard spot. 76ers trail by 7. Here's Terry. Pass to Edgecombe. Down low. Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
Nice shot by Walker.
Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And some changes here for the 76ers. Edwards comes in for Walker, and it's Tyrese Maxey in for Terry. Celtics lead by 3. Pass to Shireman. There's a screen. Outside Tatum. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Edwards, that's good.
And I like seeing Edgecombe share the rock like this. It shows how serious he is about involving his teammates.
Hauser outside. Now here's Tatum, tightly guarded, to the middle. Pass to White. Now Robinson. Nice ball movement by Boston. 4 on the clock. Floats one. White can't hit. The 76ers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Edwards finds Maxey. Here's Embiid. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Cata's checked in for Robinson. The 76ers also with a sub. Brown's checked in. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. Philadelphia shooting has been good, 54% in this one. Embiid, a screen on White. It's deflected. Hauser outside. Pass to White.
2 minutes.
Here's Cata. Embiid covers. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. You know, Doris, it seems like point guards have more scoring duties than ever.
There's no doubt, B.A., and why not take advantage if you have a lead guard who can both put the ball in the basket and set his teammates. The harder you are to guard individually, the harder your team is to guard.
The first free throw is good. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Now here's Edwards. Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Taking 3 shots.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. And he nails the third.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
White, the pass to Queta. On the wing, Tatum. Now here's George, defended by Brown. Brown against George. Hauled in by Brown. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 10-1 run. Jaylen Brown, in addition to becoming a champion, notched a big award in 2024, Doris.
It is undeniable that Jaylen Brown raised his level throughout the course of the playoffs in 2024. He was the MVP of the conference finals and the finals, and I thought set the tone almost nightly en route to that championship.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Edwards, the pass to Brown. Up top, Maxey. Kick out to Brown. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Free throw good. Brown.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Look at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Embiid comes in for Bona. And it's Wade in for Barlow. Second free throw, no good. And he nails the third. Celtics trail by 7. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Hauser outside. They need this. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so Brown will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Maxey on the wing. He's guarded by White. 20 feet out. Boston pulls it in. George scanning the floor. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
They needed that boost going into halftime. They were starting to look a little disorganized.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Philadelphia on top, leading by 5. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks a lot. Well, Coach Nurse, seems like your defensive execution has been pretty sound. What are you seeing from your team?
Really solid, right? Not very many mistakes. We're helping where we're supposed to help. We're sending guys the right direction. Pretty solid.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
The Sixers lead by 5. Tatum at the 4 with Kata in at the 5. Derek White out there with George. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Tatum pulls it in. And for Boston, they're shooting only 42%. Pass to White. George outside from behind the arc. Knocks down the triple. George has got 5 points.
Paul George's shooting form is just so pretty. This guy has the ability to make shots so easy.
Maxey passes to Edwards. Here's Wade. Now Maxey. Embiid, a screen on White. Just 5 on the clock. Deflected! Tatum feeling it out a bit. Tatum. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Maxey against White. Fires for 3. Kata pulls it in. Boston on offense. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Hauser passes to George. On the wing, Tatum. 5 on the clock. For the lead. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
And it's Maxey missing. Boston's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. They now take the lead. George has got 8.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
The 76ers have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Maxey finds Embiid. Embiid just too tall inside. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
White looking it over. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
To me, this is when Derek White is at his most dangerous. When the jumper is falling, it opens up the other aspects of his game.
Wade, the pass to Embiid.
page.
Boston making a switch here. Shireman's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Edwards. Now here's George. The D's right on him. We've got 1:23 left to play in the third quarter. Rebound by Philadelphia. Wade's got 4 rebounds in the game. Maxey against White, and it's Maxey missing.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Back to George. There's a screen. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Brown inside. He's guarded by White and out of bounds. Boston will have it. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Queta. Garza comes in for Paul George. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Hauser. And Pritchard is subbed in for Derek White. Philadelphia also making some changes. Huck Porty's checked in for Wade. Barlow comes in for Brown. And Terry's subbed in for Maxey. Now here's Pritchard. No made baskets yet. 24 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Clock at 4. Pass to Garza. 4-3. Sinks it from distance. Garza's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
This is the value of having those stretch bigs. Very hard to contest that jumper.
Embiid, a screen on Pritchard. The 3 from Edgecombe. Philadelphia with another miss. And we've reached the end of the third. Boston out in front, leading by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Then there's Edwards, and it's Bona in at the 5. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Pass to Shireman. Outside Pritchard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Robinson. Here's Garza. Off target from 3-point range.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The 3 from Edgecombe. Offensive rebound. Pritchard with a steal. Here's Shireman. Pass to Garza. Now here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. Over Edgecombe. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist by Pritchard. 7 points for Jason Tatum.
The ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch. Those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
Pass to Robinson. Here's Shireman. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks it down from distance. And now it's a 9-point Boston lead.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Queta's checked in for Robinson. Hauser comes in for Garza. Paul George, he's checked in for Shireman. And it's White in for Pritchard. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Brown with the steal. Jacks up a three. Yes, sir, with the three.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Boston leading by 4. Tatum with it. Outside George. Here's a pass to Tatum. Cleared away by Embiid. Philadelphia has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And rebounded by Tatum. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now Maxey. Embiid inside.
He can be such a physical force. It's so hard to keep Embiid from getting to the free throw line.
First team foul. At the line for the 76ers, Joel Embiid. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
Molding himself into one of the most dominant centers in the league, Embiid has really come into his own.
And he's good on the second. Celtics lead by 3. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. This is the three! The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Good for 2!
You have to love their intensity right now, getting hot at the perfect time.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
Now here's George. A minute 39 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
Push the action a little bit. Paul George right now challenging defenders to stop it.
Second team foul. At the line, Paul George. At the line for 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2.
Well, you have to respect the career of Paul George. He has faced at one point a career-ending injury. He keeps battling to get back on the floor through constant injury.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, in these situations, this is who they want at the charity stripe.
Here's Embiid. 1:24 left in the game. Shot's no good.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Tatum fires. Tatum rips the three.
Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
The Celtics have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Embiid against George. They double team George. Oh, he jammed it!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Now a timeout called by Philadelphia. There's 39 seconds left to play in the fourth. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Not much time left. You think they have a chance to come back?
Embiid. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's a pass to Tatum. Oh, stolen by Embiid.
And you know they're extremely disappointed right now. I mean, this one getting away from them.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line, Paul George. At the line for 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Stellar work at the charity strike, trying to build out this lead.
Philadelphia calls timeout. They're behind by 7. Your thoughts, guys?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
The Knicks team makes some noise.
Takes a 3. Oh, money! And now we've got an intentional foul.
Jaylen Brown, third personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for 2, Paul George.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he's able to hit the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. Outside Edwards from deep. It's good from beyond the arc.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And that's an intentional foul.
Tyrese Maxey, third personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for your Celtics, Derek White. At the line for 2 shots.
2 shots. Last on the first.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, just a great job there. He put the game out of reach.
So we see the Celtics get the win here. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Jason, congrats on the win. How do you prepare yourself to carry such a big scoring load for this team?
Just a lot of hard work. My teammates trusting me and vice versa. So We do a good job whoever is hot, giving them the ball, and just making the right play, whatever it is.
That's what's great about this team. It could be anybody's night. Thanks, Jason.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff.